fancy sign burned red and blue off exit 12 where the cold wind blew. A faded porch and a squeaky door, like I'd been there once before. My pickup cooled beneath the light after running roads all night. I grabbed my keys and looked around. Another story in another town. Some places only last a night, but stay with you for all your life. Neon motel, shining bright, like a lighthouse in the night. One more stop before the dawn, then the highway pulls me on. Every room has memories, every road holds mysteries. I never stayed, but I know well that old neon motel. Coffee brewing in the lobby hall, an old wall clock and a payphone call. A trucker nodded with a smile, said he'd been driving all the while. Rain tapped softly on the glass, watching headlights slowly pass. The radio played a country tune beneath the quiet prairie moon. Tomorrow waits beyond the hills, beyond the curves and overpasses still. The road may never know my name, but somehow it remembers just the same. Neon motel, one last night before the morning brings first light. I'll leave before the town awakes, following whatever road it takes. If freedom has a place to dwell, it hides inside that neon spell. And every mile has one motel beyond the neon motel. The sky was gray before the sun. Another day's about to come. My old Chevy rumbled low past fields where morning breezes blow. The highway stretched beyond my sight, leaving yesterday behind. The lonely wind across the plain was calling out my name again. Every dawn begins somewhere out where open roads meet open air. Daybreak Drive with the sunrise on my side, rolling through the heartland where the rivers run wide. Every mile wakes my soul like the first time every time. There's nothing more I need in this daybreak drive. Grain silo caught the morning light, barn roofs glowing red and white, the diner open just at 5, keeping small town dreams alive. The waitress poured my coffee black, smiled and said, "You'll be back." I tipped my hat and hit the road, following where the west wind blows. I've learned freedom isn't found in the biggest city town. It's waiting where the blacktop bends around the next curve once again. Daybreak Drive, every sunrise feels brand new. The world keeps turning slowly with a different point of view. If tomorrow calls my name, I'll answer like I always do, with both hands on the wheel of this daybreak drive. The last exit sign came into view, with the sky dressed up in shades of blue. My old Ford carried dust and time toward another county line. A water tower faded slow, where the prairie rivers flow. Every mile behind my back became another railroad track. No looking back, no second guess. The West still brings out my best. Last exit west, where the highway never rests. Every sunset paints the chrome, leading this old heart back home. With the windows down and the radio on, I can hear tomorrow calling from beyond. There's freedom in every breath. Past the last exit west, truck stop lights began to shine. Coffee strong and tasting fine. A cowboy smiled beneath his hat, said keep rolling, and that was that. The The desert breeze met fields of grain, from mountain roads to open plains. Every turn revealed another view, like the country always knew. If I never strike it rich, I'll still have roads that never quit. A faithful truck, a country song, and a place where I belong. Last exit west, still chasing happiness. Every white line leads me on, long before the night is gone. When my final drive is through and the stars replace the blue, I'll leave this world with no regrets, beyond the last exit west. Courthouse clock struck 10:30. I crossed that old bridge once again. A grain mill stood against the sky, while one freight train was rolling by. My old Ford settled into gear, nothing left but open air. Tail lights fading far behind, another county crossed my mind. Every highway tells the truth to those still chasing their youth. Midnight County, rolling under silver stars, past the farms and old cafes, and rows of parked old cars. Every mile feels alive, every town keeps a memory. The road keeps writing stories in Midnight County. Truck stop sign still burned in blue. A waitress smiled, she knew what to do. Fresh black coffee, one more cup, enough to keep this journey up. Telephone poles mark the way, like old friends I passed each day. No traffic jam, no city lights, just country roads and quiet nights. Somewhere west, the daylight waits beyond these old state lines and gates, till morning paints and the dawn breaks clear and true, you'll find my tracks still running through Midnight County.
Half a tank in a desert sky, dust keeps drifting as I drive. Old Route 60 cuts ahead like a promise never said. A tumbleweed rolls by the fence, the silence almost makes sense. Just the engine and the breeze, keeping perfect company. Every mile lets the daylight fade, but I ain't afraid. Half tank left and a heart wide open. Another sunset keeps me hoping. These old wheels know where to go, past the rivers running slow. No destination on my mind, just freedom, one more county line. As long as there's a road ahead, I've got half a tank left. Roadside stop, filled my cup and watched the clock. Truckers laughing by the door, stories I've all heard before. Neon humming in the night, fireflies and porch lights. Then I turn the key once more, back toward the western shore. Some folks chase another town, some put their roots deep in the ground. Me, I found what matters most, somewhere between the white line posts. Half tank left, that's more than enough for one more mile of the life I love. Past old windmills standing tall, through the spring and through the fall. When tomorrow calls my name, I'll answer just the same, with an old truck and one last breath, and half a tank left. interstate rolls beneath my wheels like an old song I still can feel. The rising sun warms faded chrome. Every highway feels like home. Water towers fade away. Another small town starts my day. A diesel hum, a clear blue sky. Freedom riding right beside. Every exit tells a story. Every sunrise brings new glory. Steel horizon, lead me on, past the dusk and through the dawn, where the blacktop meets the sky. That's where I live until I die, with an old truck and an honest song. I've known where I belong. Every mile keeps pulling me to that steel horizon. A roadside flag waves in the breeze. Cottonwoods whisper through the leaves. The diner serves the morning crowd. Simple lives make me proud. Freight trains roll beyond the hills, turning time with iron wheels. Every county that I cross reminds me nothing here is lost. I've never needed city lights to tell me where my heart feels right. Give me stars and open land and this steering wheel in my hands. Steel horizon shining bright, guiding me through every night. Every road has shaped my soul, more than silver, more than gold. When my final journey's through and one last sunset fills my view, leave my tracks where dreamers roam out beyond the steel horizon. County line came into view, a weathered sign, sky so blue. An old windmill turned real slow, like it had nowhere else to go. My pickup rolled through fields of wheat, with worn leather on the bench seat. A faithful road beneath my tires, and another day to ride. Every county tells a tale, written in the dust and rails. Cross that county line, gets burned. The radio plays an old refrain like sunshine after pouring rain. This heart of mine still finds its way across the county line. A diner standing by the road, neon buzzing soft and low. A waitress poured another cup, said, "Long nights come, fill it up." Freight cars rolled beyond the trees, carried by the autumn breeze. The courthouse clock struck 10:30 as I drove west once again. There's freedom where the blacktop bends, where one small town gives way again. No matter where tomorrow shines, I'll always chase those county lines. Cross that county line with this old heart of mine. Past the barns and water towers, through the long September hours. Every sunset lights my way, like it always did back then. I'll keep rolling toward the west again.